Welcome into the first of 10 women's volleyball broadcasts right here on LTSN. WAC play getting underway, and here we go with University of Michigan-Dearborn in town tonight. Zakia Hunt, her first attempt of the night is long. Serving for University of Michigan-Dearborn, it'll be Caitlin Carlson in that libero position, defensive specialist for the Wolverines, who come in at 3-6 on the season. They're off to a nice start. 2-zip under the serving of Caitlin Carlson, the 5'5" senior from Armada, Michigan. To the outside they go. There's Brittany Schmidt, and 3 in a row to kick things off for the Wolverines. Policin, Gramakova, and she's denied at the net. Blue Devils come in at 6-3 on the season. Off to a bit of an inauspicious start in this one. Lodge will go back to her. It's Schmidt, and she's able to drop that in off speed, and the Blue Devils are on the board here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse, our first LTSN sporting event on the year from the Riddler. Excited to be back on this lovely September 5th evening. Barinelli. Out of the back row went Gramakova. Bit of a miscommunication there, and make it 5-1. University of Michigan-Dearborn here in this first set will play best 3 out of 5 to 25 if necessary. A shortened fifth set to 15. Carinello serve. A little off speed, and the off speed touches have been responsible for both of the Lawrence Tech points so far in this first set. As we see Jess Lodge come in and dug up there well. Here goes Giacomini. Serve in from Matura. 6-3 now in favor of the Wolverines. Zakia Hunt. In. Lodge takes care of that. Seven for Blue Devils. It was a 4-0 start for Michigan-Dearborn as Gramakova makes her way back in. Vaipushan, the 5'3" freshman, will head out. Here's Giacomini. They go outside to her sister. Sabrina Giacomini and Gina Giacomini, the Plymouth, Michigan natives, both out on the floor right now for the Wolverines, who lead 7-5 in this opening set. Giacomini. They'll go to Lodge. Point Blue Devils. Serving here will be Brittany Schmidt, the senior from Richmond, Michigan. Gets it across, Perinello. Carlson, now Giacomini, the light touch over. Popped up Zamoniak, Gramakova, who had made such an impactful stamp on this Blue Devil team a couple of years ago. And we see her ability there, 7-6 now as the Blue Devils have recovered from that rough start. Nice serve there. Put in from Brittany Schmidt. Back it goes. Zamoniak will set up Schmidt out of the back row. Carlson, Giacomini, they go outside. Stuffed at the net there by Gramakova. The height at the net working for the Blue Devils. And there it is. Lodge, 5'9" sophomore, 52 kills here in 2018. This season that is 9 matches in. Just Lodge, one of 3 sophomores on this Blue Devil team, looking to make an impression this year with an increased role, and there's an ace. And the Blue Devils now up 9-7 after a rough start that saw the Wolverines jump out to a 4-zip lead. Giacomini will go outside. And that caught the line. Daniela Barilli, the junior, back in for the Blue. Ferocious swing there. Out of the back row went Schmidt. But it was long, and we're knotted up once more at 9 here in this opening set. If this is any indication to what we'll see throughout, we could be in for a good one tonight. 7 p.m. start here at the Riddler. Nice crowd on hand as our home continues to file in, a home that we're glad to be back in here on LTSN. The first of 10 women's volleyball broadcast. There's Gramakova stuffed at the net. The height in the middle and patrolling that right side of the net that time was Catherine Neely, the 6'3" senior from Southfield High School, Southfield, Michigan. She'll certainly be counted on again this season as one of the forces for this Wolverine team. Here's Barilelli. Bit of a miscommunication there, and essentially a free ball sent over to the Blue Devils side of the net. Out of the back row. And the off-speed touch works in favor of the Blue Devils once more. Orange Tech trailing by 1 now here in this first set. Just Lodge heads out for a breather. Giacomini. And that caught. Back row, got through the block. Have to be ready against some of these Wolverine hitters if you're up at the net for the Blue Devils and vice versa. Serve from Forrester. Gramakova. Just wide of the mark, and the Wolverines jump back up by 3 rather. 13-10 Michigan-Dearborn lead here in this opening set of this WAC opener. Blue Devils picked 6th in the WAC preseason poll, and the Wolverines were picked dead last. Both of these teams trying to prove people wrong, as the Wolverines appear to be set out to do that. Once again up by 4, matching their largest lead of this opening set. Head coach Eric Stark for the Wolverines in his 5th season, going up against Ed Rule in his 2nd year at the helm for the Blue Devils. Once again, Jay Forrester, the 5'6" senior. That time a service error as it sails long. Desi Cook will head out, and Zakia Hunt will check back in. Erin Parinello not quite getting what she wanted on that swing. 135 hitting percentage for Parinello this year. Bit of an awkward turn at the net, but it still ended up favoring the Wolverines. Contorting her body that time. Up there appeared to be Parinello. Durante Machura also back in for the Wolverines now. Brittany Schmidt with power on that left side. Trying to dig that one out, to no avail, was Simoniak. And make it 16-12 Wolverines, and that'll spark an Ed Rule timeout here on the LTU Sports Network. It is 16-12 to the visitors. Wolverines in town for this WAC opener. Welcome back to the LTU Sports Network. 16-12 Wolverines. Opening set from Don Riddler Fieldhouse. There's Gramakova putting it away. And the Blue Devils cut this lead back down to 3. Blue Devils coming off a 5-game tournament in Nebraska. Tough competition. They went 3-2. Admirable result. Now they're back at home, eager to get WAC play underway. That sailed long, and the Blue Devils pull back within 2. Blue Devils coming off a loss to Ottawa University that concluded that stint down out in Bellevue, Nebraska. There's Carlson up to the net. Did that find the line? It did. Just barely. Sabrina Giacomini will come back in for this Wolverine side. They go to the back row, right at the freshman Alicia Vaipushan, the true freshman from Tecumseh, Ohio. Put in a bit of a precarious situation there. Here's Schmidt. Able to keep that alive. Back to Schmidt, and it goes wayward, and the lead is back up to 4 for Michigan-Dearborn, trying to command control in the latter half of this opening set. 18-15, the Michigan-Dearborn lead. Schmidt to serve here. Beautiful shots from our state champs crew, providing you with this evening's production. Schmidt back to serve, just about 10 feet to the left of her Blue Devil teammates, and she gets this one back in. There's Giacomini playing over a bit of a unexpected shot there, and back we go with Just Lodge. Timeout called by Coach Stark, and we're going to break once more here on the LTU Sports Network. An 18-17 first set lead for the Wolverines. Welcome back to the LTU Sports Network. Lawrence Tech on a 3-0 run. What's been a back-and-forth affair in this opening set. Brittany Schmidt gets us underway. Here's Giacomini for the Wolverines. Back outside they go in search of Bronte Machura, who had 3 kills up to that point, but right into the net. Just kind of an awkward swing, and we're knotted up once more. Perinello. Back to Machura, now over. Zakia Hunt lets one go, but a little bit too much luster, a little bit too much power, a little bit too much force. Jay Forrester headed out for a breather on the Wolverine side, squeaking that one through. Just Lodge. Her second kill of the night. Nice .250 hitting percentage for Lodge here in this first set, and we're knotted up once more. Back row Schmidt. Now Lodge once more, finding the crease, but a nice job to dig that one out. That was Perinello. Nice point here, and delivering with haste. That time they went back to Lodge. .52 kills coming into this night for Just Lodge. Felecki on cross court. Now out of the back row, it was Schmidt. Perinello out of the back row. Back set. Looking for Cook, and she catches the line. Desi Cook, fellow media comm student, excellent personality. Had the chance to talk to Desi on a few different occasions. All of these girls are very excited for the season. 6-3 so far, and looking to keep it rolling here, looking to bounce back from a loss and get this conference season underway. Blue Devils had the 2-point lead there momentarily, cut back down to 1. Get it back up to 2. Gramakova will check back in. Varvara Gramakova, the 6-foot junior from Moscow. Just under 3 kills per set for Gramakova, and things are beginning to go in favor of the Blue Devils at just the right time. Timeout called by Eric Stark. 23-20 Blue Devils opening set, WAC opener on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back to LTSN. Christy Doherty, who's had such an impact early on for this Blue Devil team, returning the most kills from last season at 138. She'll get us underway here. Giacomina able to tool the block that time. Blue Devils 2 points away from the opening set. Wolverines serving. Gramakova right into the block. Back set, they go to Lodge. She's been so successful in this opening set, continuing things there and setting up an opening set point for the Blue Devils. Renali Kalisin, the freshman from Edmonton. And able to save a set point there. The Wolverines back to serve in a role that we see her in so often for this Wolverine team. Jay Forrester, Belleville, Michigan native, Divine Child High School. Goes to the back row, and Wolverines are still in it. Now they have aspirations to send this into a win-by-2 situation. And that'll warrant a Blue Devil timeout. 24-23. Wolverines serving when we come back on LTSN. Forrester at 41 kills in 45 sets last year. She'll play it over as the Wolverines look to stay in this set. Gramakova, and off the block, she's able to tool it, and the Blue Devils will snag the opening set. They'll switch sides. It was a 4-zip start for the Wolverines. Blue Devils recover. They end the set quite well, and we'll be back on the other side of the break. Second set coming to you from Don Riddler Fieldhouse here in Southfield, Michigan, on the campus of the beautiful Lawrence Tech University. Welcome back to LTSN after that 25-23 opening set that favored Ed Rule's Blue Devils. It was a bit of an inauspicious start, but they recovered. They stayed poised, they stayed calm and composed. Now in search of a commanding two-set lead. Back to serve Lexi Zamoniak, the senior in that libero position. 3.8 digs per set so far this year at the net. A nice job from Zakiya Hunt. Parinello, and she might have touched the net. Violation there, and the Blue Devils get off to a better start than they did in the first. .161 hitting percentage as a team in that first set for Lawrence Tech. Here's Schmidt, little light touch over, and the off speed works out to perfection. It's Brittany Schmidt. Had 4 kills in that first set. Nice swing there from Felecki on the Wolverine side, and that sparked a bit of trouble for the Blue Devils. Mackenzie Felecki, the freshman, hoping to make an impression on the Wolverine coaching staff. She has done that so far this season. Certainly impressed recruiters during her high school days, was district and regional champion in high school. There's Zakiya Hunt finding the open space right down the middle. Talk about making an impression and making an impact. Zakiya Hunt, they'll need her to do that. Averaging about 3.8 kills per set. Had a total of 305 last season. She'll certainly be a leader on and off the court for this Blue Devil team. Out of the back row that time was Parinello, and did that catch the line? It did not. 3-2 now, Blue Devils. That sailed long. Blue Devils back up 4-2 here in this middle frame. Schmidt to serve. It's just in play, Giacomini. And a tad bit of miscommunication there. It was Aaron Pinello, the senior from Westland. That would have maybe just been considered a free ball if she had gotten that over. Schmidt serving to that left side. We'll see if she goes that direction again. Bronte Matura back there in the back row for the Wolverines. Momentary halt in action. Now here we go, Schmidt once more, having to come way out there, and that created an open space. That time she pulled Bronte Matura up, and nifty, smart serving now from Brittany Schmidt. Senior, performing like a senior. And the Blue Devils are up 7-2 all of a sudden. There's a quick 5-point jump. Nice play to move over there from Zamoniak. Lodge sent it over. Here's Giacomini. Powerful swing there, but a nice job by Vi Pouchon. Free ball sent over. Nice rally here at the net. It's Zakiya Hunt. The junior stuffs the chance as the Wolverines try to deliver it over. Timeout called. 8-2 Blue Devils on LTSN. second set. Blue Devils lead 1-0. 6-3 on the season. Looking to improve to 7-3 here on LTSN. We'll be right back. Eight-2 Blue Devils after the error from Mackenzie Flecky and Brittany Schmidt, who's done such an excellent job serving over these past few minutes. Back at it again. She'll deliver over. Giacomini goes cross-court for her sister. Free ball sent over, and that sails long, but did it get a touch? I believe it might have. Call came from the up official, and Blue Devils they'll certainly claim it. Lead is back now up to 7, largest of the night. Really starting to grab the momentum now. Nice job at the net defensively there from the Blue Devils. Out of the back row, Perinello. The admirable effort from the freshman Vaipushan, but to no avail that time, and a much-needed substitution for the Wolverines. Checking in here will be Catherine Neely at 6'3", looking to make a difference, but could not do so there thanks to Zaskia Hunt. That might have clipped the fingertips of Neely, but she just powered it right through the blockers and unable to handle that when it came in too hot, too low, and at too much of an angle into that back row. And it is 10-3, a commanding second set lead for the Blue Devils. Here's Giacomini off the block and into the back row. Doherty, Giacomini, that's long. Didn't get a touch, now they'll say it did. Bit of a late call in favor of the Wolverines, and they trim it back down to 6. And they'll be able to take over the serving duties. Back to do that will be Daniela Bararelli, the junior from Plymouth, Michigan. Nice, cool 207 hitting percentage for Borelli so far this season coming into this night. Desi Cook in for the Blue Devils now. Outside there was Lodge, though, taking advantage. Make it 11 for Blue Devils. Here is Doherty. Certainly a player the Blue Devils will look to have an impact this season, looking to prove the writers wrong that picked them to finish 6th in the WAC conference. They're off to a brilliant start so far, looking to keep it up. Riding momentum and in search of a straight set victory. And they're up 1 set and 12-4 in this second set. We play best 3 sets out of 5, up to 25. Shorten 5th set if necessary. Nice cross-court play there from Gina Giacomini. Giacomini appeared in all 25 matches a season ago for this Wolverine team. 88 sets. Strong talent on the outside. Play the right side as well. (12-6) now, Blue Devils. Forrester's done a pretty decent job of serving the senior from Belleville and looking to get something going here with such a back and forth first set. Rocking back and forth, but Blue Devils have had much of the command so far as a free ball is sent over. Doherty will play it. Now the set to Gramakova. I favor that to the Blue Devils. Varvara Gramakova in her junior year rather, as a freshman just a couple of years ago, she made such an awesome impact on this Blue Devils side. In the back row now for the Blue Devils, Kaleeson, the Edmonton, Alberta native, has made her way onto the floor. There's a strong swing, going right into the block. It was Desi Cook combining over there on that right side with Varvara Gramakova. 14-6, Lawrence Tech, second set. Back set. Too much to handle that time for the freshman Raynali Kaleeson. Two freshman liberos for the most part on this Blue Devils side. You do obviously also have Zamoniak. You've got Vaipushan who can play that position. Defensive specialist. In the black jersey right now, Lexi Zamoniak, the senior libero who provides that leadership defensively. Career best 557 digs a season ago. That time she helps up her new teammate Raynali Kaleeson in the back row, as score is now 15-8 here in the second set in favor of the Blue Devils. Still very much palpable energy on that Wolverine side. They know how they started. They know their capabilities. They're currently on a 3-match losing streak, looking to snap that. Finding space in the middle of the floor. That time, Barante Machura, entering her first season with the Wolverines after redshirting in 2017. Spent 2 years at Concordia University, where she had an excellent stint, earning Coach of the Year honors twice. There's Gramakova, well long. Don Riddler Fieldhouse is filled in quite nicely on this wonderful night. Kaleeson, she'll have to deliver over a free ball with power and ferocity on that. Outside came in Barante Machura with momentum and with force. And all of a sudden, once trailing by 7, the Wolverines have cut this deficit down to 4. Got a slight halt in play prior to that serve. Discussion going on here between, looks like Ed Rule and the down official. Brittany Schmidt made her way in, allow her to come in, and now we appear to be inching back closer to getting underway. Plenty of energy on this opening conference night and opening night at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. First of many broadcasts between women's and men's volleyball, men's and women's basketball that you'll be able to see right here on the LTU Athletics YouTube channel, as that serve goes right into the mesh of the net. A gift for the Blue Devils as Wolverines seems to be picking up a tad bit of momentum, but definitely not what you want to have happen there in the midst of a comeback effort. Now it'll be Gramakova serving for the first time tonight. Giacomini goes cross court. Nice job there, starting to heat up. Barante Machura. Alicia Vaipushan will make her way back in. This is Branchura. This is Vaipushan. with momentum. Brittany Schmidt decided to slow it down. She's caught them a few times. Those off-speed touches. The deception into the block that time. It was Zakia Hunt combining with Christy Doherty. Plenty of fun tonight here at the Riddler. Back in action. I just have a smile on my face knowing that we're back here. I mean, it's always fun to be here, and fans have come out. WAC opener. 17-13 Blue Devil lead now. Speaking of energy, speaking of fun, Mackenzie Filecki, plenty of energy, plenty of fun in her personality. She provides a spark of energy for that Wolverine team, but unable to do much with it there. And the Blue Devils now 7 points away from claiming the second set and a 2-set-to-zip lead. Back to serve, Nicole Hyduck, the freshman, saying her name for the first time here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Her Don Riddler Fieldhouse debut. They go outside. It's Lodge. Back over we go. The joust. Oh, it looks like a joust at the net, but wasn't quite. Just a quick deflection there as Cook tried to play it over, but ready at the net that time were the Wolverines. Back out to the sideline goes Hyduck for the Blue Devils. Serving in here, Borelli. Coming out of the back row to snag that, Schmidt. Outside they go, Lodge. She's had success over the past few minutes. They'll go back to her. That time just has to touch one over. Now here is Borelli. The attempt that time from Neely at 6'3". Now they'll go back over. Popped up that time and into the ceiling. Might have hit a light up there. High bump off the forearms of Caitlin Carlson, the senior. And this ceiling can work against you at times here at Don Riddler Fieldhouse. A relatively low ceiling, and Michigan-Dearborn just obviously not used to playing here, and now they trail by 6, 20-14. Here we go back at the net. Desi Cook defensively for the Blue Devils. Out of the back row. They'll go with the back set to Gramakova, doing a nice job. 21-14 Blue Devils now. Christy Doherty, here's the junior. Just narrowly avoided the line there, but that did sail wide and a service error. So 21-15 now as a couple more substitutions come in. Rotating into that service position goes Jay Forster. Forster the serve. Lodge took care of the initial reception. Here's Barelli. The slide behind, and now they'll give it over to Lodge. Nice little back and forth affair here. Nice job defensively from Schmidt. Able to dig it out. Out of play, but keeping it alive are the Blue Devils. What an effort. The crowd salutes it as this rally continues to burst alive. It's Cook! Desi Cook and the crowd applauds. Timeout called. 3 points away from claiming this second set are the Blue Devils. It's 22-15. Don Riddler Fieldhouse, Lawrence Tech Sports Network. We'll be right back. Carlson, the freshman, back to serve now. Edmonton, Alberta native, and make it 22-16 as the Wolverines took advantage of a serve and then gave it right back. It'll be the senior Lexi Zamoniak serving for the Blue Devils. Another discussion underway here. Appears to be between the down official and that Blue Devil bench. Coach Rule substitution. And yep, that'll be it. So it'll be Hunt coming out, and still a little bit of a discussion. Down official pointing. Awaiting the results, and Hunt will stay in, matter of fact. And the Wolverines will serve. Now we're looking for the substitution on the Wolverines side. It's Sabrina Giacomini awaiting her chance to check in, and will she now get that chance? Looks like she will. It'll be Daniela Borelli heading out. Borelli will take a seat next to the assistant coach for the Wolverines. Eric Stark leads that Wolverine coaching staff. Now find themselves back down 5. Can you piece together somewhat of a run here? Certainly have their backs against the walls with time dwindling, and the sense of urgency is up on that Wolverine side. There's Schmidt looking for space. Nice job and a nice effort from Carlson. There's a ferocious swing, getting a touch that time. It was Forster. Now just a 3-point lead for the Blue Devils. 23-20. Here in this second set, Blue Devils up by a set. Whack opener. Wolverines looking to string something together. Blue Devils looking to get the momentum back. And they find the space going cross court that time. Gramakova, the Moscow native, and the junior will get us underway here. Carlson dug out that time and kept alive. Blue Devils will have the advantage here. Nice strong swing there from McDonald. Nice job defensively from the Wolverines. Once again, not the touch they wanted over, but touching it twice that time was Doherty, inadvertently, but sparked nonetheless by the Wolverines. And that was set point. Wolverines able to save one, and they saved a couple in that opening set. Back there to serve now, Mackenzie Bryant from Harrison Township, Michigan, the 5'8" junior. Doherty, McDonald, unable to put it away. And a slight crack of space still open for the Wolverines. Timeout called by head coach Ad Rule. We'll get a break from Don Ruler Fieldhouse. Blue Devils will have set point when we come back. Welcome back to LTSN. The 6-3 Blue Devils taking on the 3-6 Wolverines. Set point for the Blue Devils. By Pouchon. That almost sailed long. Here's McDonald. Trying to keep hopes alive. That time was Giacomini. Back over it went. Took a clip off the tape of the net. Giacomini once more. And the Wolverines all of a sudden find themselves in the exact same chance they had in that opening set. A chance to tie things up and send us into a win-by-2 situation. This was the point where the Blue Devils closed it out in the opener. Can they do it once more? The Wolverines team once trailed 10-3 in this second set. Looking to pull off what would be an amazing comeback. They couldn't do it. And once again, a deflating ending subsequent to what was an excellent comeback for the Wolverines. Nonetheless, it'll favor the Blue Devils. They take that second set and now lead 2-0 here at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse. We'll be back from Southfield. 2-0. Blue Devils lead, looking to take it in straights. Welcome back to LTSN, second of a back-to-back on the Lawrence Tech Sports Network. Last night we had women's soccer for you, and we're back at it with women's volleyball. Next Wednesday at 7 p.m., Lourdes University comes in. That'll be the next match for this Blue Devils team, and obviously the next WAC match for this Blue Devils team. After that, they'll go on the road to face off against Concordia, and then on September 19th, once again, right here on the LTU Sports Network, Rochester College will come into town. Looking forward to all 10 broadcasts. This first one getting underway tonight. Absolutely love being here for women's volleyball. Such a thrill, such a rhythm, such a rush of energy through the body. The energy has certainly been palpable, and the pressure has certainly been immense in this WAC opener. Here we go with Gramakova. Nice job off the net, 6'3", using that height. Was Neely. That time they got it past her, the Blue Devils did, and they'll earn the point to kick off this third set, what could be our final set of the night, if the Blue Devils can capitalize on the momentum that they were able to build up in that second set. Wolverines ended that second set quite well after a 10-3 start for the Blue Devils. Wolverines stormed back, but both of these sets have ended by scores of 25-23 at the end of the day. Fairly close, and at the same time, it feels as though Lawrence Tech has been in control. Looking to switch that up, though, are the Wolverines. Obviously, they'll have to pull off a miraculous 3-set comeback, and it'll have to start right now. The Blue Devils now up 2-1 through 3 points here in this third set. You can follow LTU Women's Volleyball on all of the social media channels at LTU_W Volleyball to keep up with all the action from your Lady Blue Devils. Plenty of interviews, plenty of video, plenty of practice reports coming your way this season for each and every sport on LTSN. Here we go. In transition, the Blue Devils. Wolverines send it over. Doherty on the run that time went Lodge. Lodge has had such a successful night. Into the block. An extended rally here, trying to dig it out, but to no avail. Went diving. It was Daniela Borelli. 3-1 Blue Devils now. In the middle there, Borelli into the block. 4-1 Blue Devils. Excellent shots provided tonight by Lexi Ayala behind the camera, and doing quite the job as we focus in there on Brittany Schmidt. Just glad to have you. I'm Jason Ross Jr. I'll be providing you the play-by-play this season for LTU Women's Volleyball, and it is a delight to be on the broadcast. There's Giacomini. One too many touches that time, and the Blue Devils now take a 4-point lead here in this third set, aiming for it to be the decider. Kevin Drosinski, our producer, doing an excellent job running the cameras tonight and giving you the shots that you're seeing on LTSN and on Facebook. Here's Giacomini. They go outside to her, and it sails long in search of that corner. (6-1) Blue Devils now looking to get to 7-3 on the season. Schmidt, her first real mistake of the night, and nonetheless still a 4-point Blue Devil lead. Forster, the 5'6" senior, takes a leap, a hop, and sends it on over. There's Lodge. Did that touch? It did. High duck makes her way in for Zakiya Hunt, and she'll take over the serving duties. The Macomb, Michigan native out of Dakota High School, still settling in as a freshman. They'll go to Lodge. That time got the touch. A sprawling Daniela Borelli. High duck. Dug out by Carlson. Into the block. Here's Vi Pouchon. She'll look to set up Doherty. Couldn't quite get what she wanted on it. Right into the block. And that time, the rally favors the Wolverines. 8-3. Blue Devils have come out guns blazing once more. Second consecutive set. They've gotten off to a really nice start. Looking back on that first set when they trailed 4-0 to kick things off, but were able to truly recover. Here's Doherty. Out of the back row, Lodge. That was Schmidt, rather. Now they'll go outside. Parinello dug out. Nice sprawling defensive job done there by Smoziak. Popped up. Parinello in search. Well long. (9-3) LTU. Total of 31 kills for the Blue Devils so far in this one. Serving here, Doherty into the back row. Overpass sent over that time, inadvertently. And that time it was Parinello, the senior, back there. Here's Doherty. Went right at Parinello, who opted to let it go, misjudged it, and the Blue Devils now hold their largest lead of the night, 11-3, here in the third set of what appears to be a third set heading to a straight set victory for the Blue Devils if they can keep it up here on the LTU Sports Network. Lawrence Tech in search of a 7-3 record. We'll be right back on the other side of the break. Welcome back to Don Riddler Fieldhouse. Smiles on the faces of the Blue Devil players, smiles on the faces of the Blue Devil fans here in this WAC opener. Doherty once again back to serve, and that's right into the mesh of the net. Second serve that's gone into the net for the Blue Devils in this set, but just a couple of minimal mistakes in the overall grand scheme of things tonight. Michigan-Dearborn picked to finish dead last by the writers for the WAC conference, and obviously they have aspirations under fifth-year man Eric Stark to prove people wrong, but it's been a match where they just have not been able to keep up their level of play. 25-23 and 25-23. A couple of very close lines, though, at the end of the day. Obviously, we'll look back on that. It's been interesting in that sense, but the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils, obviously, you're going back and watch the match, and they've been the ones truly in command throughout. Surrendered a lead in the latter half of the second set, but were able to close it out. Wolverines, they'll deliver it over. Now, here's Gramakova. Digging it out that time was Forster out of the back row. Doherty Here's McDonald in search of space. Contorting her body was Giacomini. Forster, Giacomini, swing, and was that a touch at the net? Blue Devils will win that point, 14-4, the third set lead now. Raynali Gleason from Edmonton, Alberta, getting us underway. In that back row, she's had a pretty significant role. Her first home experience. Zimaniak, Doherty. Blue Devil supporters enjoy it. 15-14, Lawrence Tech. Up 2-0. That caught the line, second time. Blue Devils have really misjudged, or the Wolverines rather, have really misjudged things back there. Largest lead of 11 points, 15-4 Blue Devils. Nice job from Gleason, proving her worth as a freshman. They go to the back row, popped up, almost touching the lights at the ceiling, as we saw earlier in the second set. That might have thrown off this Wolverine team, just how long that ball hung up there. And we get a timeout called from head coach Eric Stark. 15-4, Lawrence Tech. We'll be back here on LTSN, WAC opener. Yep. And we're back on LTSN. Blue Devils trying to close this thing out. Absolutely dominating this third set. They've come out with a punch. They've come out with force. And they now lead 18-4. Leading the way for the Blue Devils tonight, Jess Lodge with 10 kills. Nice effort there from Perinello, but to no avail as this set is in the hands of Lawrence Tech, in their grasp, and they have taken quite the tight grasp on what could be the deciding set. Carlson. Things are a bit congested on that Wolverine side of the net, and things are just going from bad to worse now for University of Michigan-Dearborn. 20-4. Feels like it's been a while now that Raynali Gleason, the freshman, has been back there serving. This is Mackenzie Bryant. Desi Cook unable to put that one over, snapping a long streak of Blue Devil points. That was a 9-0 run. Serving was Raynali Gleason. That 9-0 run, certainly the longest of the night. One that the Blue Devils can look back on and be happy about. They'll be able to look back on this night and be happy about it. Once again, Blue Devils are back at it next Wednesday It'll be right here on LTSN with Lourdes University coming into town. Blue Devils returning home from Nebraska in front of their home supporters. Blue Devils took on 5 opponents out in Bellevue: Central Methodist University, College of the Ozarks, Evangel University, Dordt College. They capped it off with a 3-1 loss against Ottawa University. Took victories over College of the Ozarks and Evangel University. We're able to draw a forfeit from Dordt College. Just 3 points away now from claiming their first WAC victory of the year. What they hope will be the first of many. 22-6 now. Back to serve Mackenzie Filecki. Got off to a really nice start to this match, did Filecki. The back set. Time they went to Joanna Klose, a Stuttgart, Germany native, making her first appearance of the night. Here's McDonald. Crowd approves once more. Can make it 23-6 now. Joanna Klose from the University of Applied Sciences in Stuttgart. She's certainly logged the most miles to get here, and she does a nice job there. The interior design and architecture major. In her senior campaign. Giacomini goes to Perinello. There's Doherty to Zakia Hunt. Rolled off the fingertips of Giacomini. Now back it goes. Close. No, slide behind. It's Zakia Hunt. Wraps this one up. The Blue Devils celebrate in front of their home fans. Straight set victory in this WAC opener, and a commanding punctuation to this final set. 25-6. The final line, 25-23, 25-23, and 25-6. Zakia Hunt finishes it off. The junior from Livonia. It was a pleasure to bring it to you. The LTU Sports Network will be back with more women's volleyball next Wednesday at 7 p.m. when Lourdes University comes to town. Saying so long for our fantastic crew of Kevin Trazinski producing behind the screens tonight, Lexi Ayala behind the camera. I'm Jason Ross Jr. Have a wonderful night.